And we are back again, mga ka-sports, mga kasambahay. You're still watching the first of its kind, the only basketball tournament for a charitable cause on TV. And the crowd is going crazy. Walang katulad. Dito lang yan sa UNTV Cup.
Walang katulad. At ngayon, live na live po tayo sa Ynares Sports Arena para simulan ang quarterfinals ng UNTV Cup Season 2. Si Mayor Pablo Ortega.
Si Mayor.
Pati si Pao Ortega nanonood ngayon.
Mayor. Ayan, good afternoon sa inyo. Alright, at alam natin, Coach Jerry, pagka papalapit na ng papalapit ang finals, gaya ngayon nasa quarterfinals na tayo, expect a lot of surprises from our teams today dahil siguradong umatikabong aksyon ang aabangan natin sa pagsisimula ng quarterfinals.
Tama ka dyan, Ryan, dahil every team is going for the win para makabante sa ating semifinals. Kaya siguradong matinding bakbakan sa hardcourt ang tutunghayan natin ngayon.
That's right, Coach. Ang bawat kupunang nakikisa sa atin dito sa UNTV Cup, determinadong manalo dahil ang inspirasyon nila, Coach, ay mga napili nilang charitable institution na aabutan ng tulong dito sa UNTV Cup sa natatanging konsepto ng walang katulad na naiba, Mr. Public Service Kuya Daniel Razon. Ang makasungkit ng kampyonato ay makakapag-uwi ng 1 milyong piso.
At ang second place naman, meron pa rin maiuwi ay magwawagi ng 500,000 pesos para sa kanilang beneficiary.
At upang lalong madami pa ang matulungan ng UNTV Cup sa pakikisa ng mga teams na lalahok natin sa liga, bukas din po ang ating UNTV Action Center dyan po sa labas ng Ynares Sports Arena. Bukas po yan from 1 to 6 p.m. Kung meron po kayong gustong idulog, mga concerns ninyo regarding dyan po sa iba't ibang services ng ating mga government agencies, feel free po, mga kasambahay.
Kaya bukod sa matinding hardcourt action na tutunghayan natin every week, pagdating sa public service, hindi pa huhuli ang UNTV Cup dyan.
Kaya naman di natin kinakalimutang pasalamatan. Ito, Coach, ang ating mga sponsors na sumusuporta sa UNTV Cup sa pangunguna ng ating mga co-presenters. Ostrogard, Go Galaw, Patrol, I Am Fit, I Am It, Live It, Tibay Atay, sarap ng buhay.
Nagpapasalamat din tayo sa Red Bull, Energy Drink, Resist Failure, Mayor Paint, you paint more while you pay less. Glorious Blend, A Taste of Heaven, Sweet and Fit, Sweeten Life Naturally, Biopatch, Rayuma, i-Biopatch na yan.
Ayan, Rina, Biopatch. Ayan, i-Biopatch na yan. Special thanks to Freshman Masculine Wash, Be Better Than Clean, Freshman Active Body Bar, Freshman Extreme Dio, Water Boy, Pure, Safe, Clean, and Healthy Water Company to assure you the best quality drinking water. Shift to healthy water. Ayan, at para sa ating mga kasambahay, na-active din. Mga ka-Facebook fanatics natin. Coach, Facebook mo.
Yes, meron ako dyan. FB.
Friend na tayo.
Friend.
Alright, ang mga sa Facebook naman, facebook.com/UNTV Cup, and follow us on Twitter at UNTV Cup and at Instagram at UNTV_Cup. And don't forget to use the hashtag UNTV Cup 2.
Ayan naman, at bukod sa TV, mapapanood din nyo ang ating games through live, real-time video streaming on www.untvweb.com.
Buong mundo yan, Coach, ha?
Oo.
Hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas.
Wala kang mamimiss.
Wala. Ayan. Kung lagi kayong on the go, you can also download the official UNTV app for free para kahit saan kayo magpunta, lagi pa rin kayong updated sa mga games po dito sa UNTV Cup.
At gaya na napag-usapan natin kanina, pagkatapos ng ating eliminations, eliminated na po ang dalawang koponan na nasa bottom 2 ng ating team standings, ang LGU Vanguards at ang HOR Solon. Sayang.
For sure. Coach, kahit wala naman sila, mamimiss natin sila. And for sure, babawi sila next season.
Sigurado, magpapalakas yan.
Ayan. At kaya mula sa 8 teams sa ating second round eliminations, 6 na teams na lamang ang natitira para sa susunod na round.
Correct. At sa ating quarterfinals ngayon, ang top 4 to 6 teams sa ating standings ang maghaharap upang makabante sa semifinals, upang labanan ng may twice-to-beat advantage na PNP responders at judiciary magis.
Yun ang kasarapan ng coach, no? Waiting ka na lang.
Waiting. Maraming, pero meron mga downside din yan habang pag may, baka medyo rusty ka din. Pag sobrang antay,
Yes.
or yung mga may pilay naman, medyo nakapay ngayon.
Ayun. Kaya ngayon, dalawang matitinding bakbakan ang abangan natin sa pagratsada ng quarterfinals ng UNTV Cup Season 2.
Ang unang maglalaban ng AFP Cavaliers kontra Senate Defenders.
And for our last game, abangan naman natin ang banggaang Malacanang Patriots kontra MMDA Black Wolves. Pero bago tayo dumako sa maksyong hardcourt battles, silipin muna natin what to expect from the AFP Cavaliers and the Senate Defenders sa pagbubukas ng UNTV Cup Season 2 quarterfinals. Let's watch this.
Sa unang game ng UNTV Cup Season 2 Quarterfinals. Magbabakbakan sa intense ladder match ang resilient Senate Defenders at powerhouse AFP Cavaliers. Pinatunayan ng Senate ang kanilang willpower ng lusutan at patalsikin ang LGU Vanguards sa do-or-die game noong linggo upang makapasok sa quarterfinal round ng liga. Ngayong linggo, muling magpapamalas ng incredible scoring output si Defenders Reinforcement Kenneth Duremdes katulong ang buong squad na kinabibilangan ni Tata Marata at Warren Tan upang makahirit ng isa pang do-or-die match. In full battle gear na paparada ang tropa ng AFP Cavaliers na bitbit ang twice-to-beat advantage mula sa third place finish sa eliminations. Sisiguraduhin ng mga militar na tuluyan ng tapusin ang kampanya ng Senado ngayong araw sa pangunguna ni Court General Alvin Zuniga, Wingman Winston Serio at Bigman Jeffrey Kiambao na tiyak na hahataw sa hardcourt upang ipakita ang tunay na puwersa ng Cavaliers. Makahirit pa kaya ang Defenders ng Game 2 o aabante na ang AFP sa semifinals? Tunghayan ang umaatikabong banggaan ng Senate Defenders kontra AFP Cavaliers.
Coach, nasa quarterfinals na tayo, AFP Cavaliers versus the Senate Defenders. Your thoughts on the game?
Yes, of course. Medyo napakaganda ng momentum ngayon na manggagaling sa Senate. Grabe yung sterling performance ni Kenneth Duremdes. And I think yun ang isa rin sa pinakamaganda nilaro ni Marata, yung game na yun. Plus yung full support ng koponan nila from Saldi, Relubit. I'm sure it will be a good fight.
And for the AFP Cavaliers?
At AFP naman, I'm sure, hindi ready din yan. Hindi lagi yan nandyan yung firepower ng mga matagal na magkakasama from Eugene, Casulla, Serio, Zuniga, number 1, yung mga ilang beses na nag-MVP sa atin yan, Kiambao. May magagandang mga pinapakita rin ng mga kasama ni Eugene, siyempre.
And of course, siyempre, nandyan din yung presence, of course, ng Senator Jinggoy Estrada.
Yes, of course. Last time, naka-shoot rin siya last time.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Coach. At siguradong excited ang lahat ng ating mga kasambahay na nakatungay sa atin mula dito sa Ynares Sports Arena hanggat sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Kaya to kick off the quarterfinals of UNTV Cup Season 2, we will now turn you over, of course, sa ating mga kasamahan, Sev and Coach Ron.
At, okay, tapos na yung dalawa sa taas. Last time naglaban dalawang to, ano nangyari?
Nakalusot ang koponan ng AFP ng 20 puntos.
20 puntos.
Pero naalala ko dun sa kanilang paghaharap, kulang na kulang ang mga malalaro dito ng Senado. But sabi nga ni Jerry, magandang buwelo para sa Senado dahil they had that important win versus LGU to solidify a spot here in the quarterfinals. But they need to win twice versus AFP to set up a date dito sa koponan ng PNP na siya ang ating top-seeded team at the end of our 2 rounds.
Ang lamang, ang momentum, ang pabor siguro bigay na natin sa AFP.
Walang duda.
Ano kailangan gawin ng Senate here? Priority.
Kailangan ma-establish agad ni Kenneth, nitong si Zaldi at ni Tata Marata, yung kanilang offense. Dahil yung takbuhan, yung experience dito sa ganitong klaseng labanan, bagamat mga PBA players yung ating binanggit kanina, in terms of experience in this kind of competition, lamang ang AFP. Dahil naglaro na sila and they made it all the way to the finals in our first conference. They want to set up another meeting in the championship battle, but they have to hurdle the challenge first of Senate. And of course, if they get past the Senate, the team of PNP, which they met in the finals of the previous conference.
Okay, at padala po natin sa ating Coliseum announcer si Noel Bilar para ipakilala ang ating mga player.
Good afternoon and welcome here at the Ynares Sports Arena for the first of today's doubleheader between the Senate Defenders and the twice-to-beat AFP Cavaliers in the quarterfinals of the second UNTV Cup. Here are the protagonists. Let's welcome in first your Senate Defenders. Number 7, Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Number 4, Silvestre Cabador. Number 5, Ronald Golding. Number 8, Benjamin Navea. Number 9, Domingo Pasaysay. Number 10, Warden Tan. Number 15, Lino Ong. Number 17, Ryan Endaya. Number 18, Rodelio Desquil. Number 19, Captain Marbel, Kenneth Doremdes. Number 24, Christian Andaya. Number 25, Andrew Garcia. Number 29, Edward Ganong. Number 30, Tata Marata. Number 35, Saldi Realubit. And number 42, Daniel Jamson. Their head coach is playing coach Lino Ong. Now give it up for your AFP Cavaliers. Number 1, Alvin Zuniga. Number 2, Jeffrey Cambao. Number 3, Jeric Galisa. Number 8, Joel Habar. Number 10, Sunny Manukan. Number 13, Leslie Cabayao. Number 17, Roland Pascual. Number 18, Paulino Fernandez. Number 19, Vicente Vidor. Number 25, Melencio Mendoza. Number 28, Roger Araneta. Number 33, Eugene Tan. Number 58, Alvin Idanan. And number 22, Ian San Esteban. Their head coach is Colonel Alfredo Caico. He is assisted by playing coach Sonny Manukan. So teams, please meet at center court for the traditional sportsmanship handshake. Let's first meet the starting 5 of your Senate defenders. At guard number 24, Christian Andaya. The other guard number 30, Tata Marata. At center number 35, Saldi Realubit. At forward number 10, Warden Tan. And the other forward number 19, Kenneth Doremdes. Here now is the starting lineup of your AFP Cavaliers. At guard number 1, Alvin Zuniga. The other guard number 33, Eugene Tan. At center number 2, Jeffrey Cambao. At forward number 13, Leslie Cabayao. And the other forward number 17, Roland Pascual. Our officials for this game, Ariel Bermeo, Don Arguelles, and Jong Banayan. This is your UNTV Cup. Ito ang bagong game ko!
Kala mo may gera eh.
Totoo naman.
Naman. Oh. Senado laban sa AFP. At ito po ang lamang dito kagad ay ang AFP dahil sa kanilang twice to beat advantage. Ang Senate finished the tournament down at the bottom but just enough to be able to move forward. They finished the 3-5 straight. Kaya with the first basket.
Ayusin ko muna yung bilanggit ko kanina. The top of the coverage. Ang AFP ay humarap sa PNP sa semi-final battle sa ating unang conference. And eventually, PNP hurdled AFP, made it to the finals and squared off with the judiciary matches.
Okay, so maayos na yun. Rina, somebody to talk to. Go Rina.
Ayan, kasama ko ngayon si Coach Lino Ong ng Senate Defenders. No? Natanungin muna natin, Coach, did you expect na makakapasok kayo dito sa ating quarterfinals sa dinami-dami ng mabibigat na kapunan dito?
Actually, di namin expect na makapasok kami sa quarterfinals. No, we just play our best. We try na every game na dapat manalo kami. Yun nga lang, nag-click lang kami nung last game against LGU. Pumasok lahat ng mga plays namin. Maganda ang execution, wala masyadong errors. And then maganda yung totality ng laro namin.
Ayan, Coach, isa po sa mga nagiging problema niyo yung yung turnovers niyo, no? So ano po yung gagawin niyo para ma-minimize yung turnovers niyo sa laro nito?
Yeah. Actually, yun yung pinag-aralan talaga namin, yung turnovers. Regarding sa mga players, nangyayari sa atin, yung mga nagdadala ng bola, ngayon, tendency, ang ginagawa namin ngayon is pag nakuha ang bola, may pressure, binibigay na namin para iwas turnovers.
Ayan, tsaka si Coach Lino Ong din may slight sprain siya sa kanyang right ankle, no? Coach, kailan po kayo makakabalik? Maglalaro po ba kayo today?
Actually naman, kung makalaro, lalaro ako. Pero I'm here to coach, no? Most of the time, nakita nyo naman since nag-start yung nagko-coach lang talaga ako. And kung may opportunity maglaro, maglalaro ako.
And maraming salamat po sa inyo, Coach. Good luck po. Seth, balik sa'yo.
Okay. Si Linoong, alam mo, UP, ano ba tamang sobrigay ng University of the Philippines? Matagal na akong nag-UAAP.
Maroons.
Fighting Maroons. 6 na taon na nga pala akong wala sa college ball. Osteogard, Gogala, 3-point shot. Kasi nabutan ko ba?
Parots.
Parots, no?
Inabot ko rin yun, sir.
Bakit kaya Parots? Kasi mascot Parrot.
Yes.
Anyway, Kabayang. Alam mo, Ronnie, hindi natin ang pag-usapan kanina. Sabi ni Senator Jingo Estrada, lumapit sa atin, ang lalaki pala nitong kalaban namin, I think he came to terms with the fact na malaki nga ang AFP,
Tandaan natin, dun sa ating nakalipas na conference, ang sukatan ng taas ay ang koponan ng judiciary. And most of the teams, when they came into the second conference, yun ang barometer na ginamit nila. And that's why the beef up of most of the teams, lalong-lalo na yung mga dating mga koponan, doon sa front line. At markadong-markado natin yan for our second-timers na talagang makikita natin. Alam nila kung sino at kung ano ang kailangan nilang pagandaan papasok dito sa ating second conference.
4-3 ang bilang natin. 7.5 minutes remaining. Tayo po ay nasa isa pa lang ng ating ball game. Opening quarter. Here's Eugene Tan. Nice extra pass to Pascual on the inside. And everything but field goals so far. Lone basket of the Senate coming from Marata via a 3.
2 interior baskets para sa Black Shirts and then a short corner jumper. Now it's a 3-point advantage para dito sa Cavaliers.
Cavaliers have a nice, varied game. It's just that when it's in the crunch, Ronnie, pagka sa dulo, dun sila talaga na-pressure. When it's open court and it's run, they are in perfect sync.
And hopefully that 1-week break in between their last game and today's matchup will be enough for AFP to be able to work on their strategies pagdating sa dulo, yung kanilang mga finishers na tinatawag. But definitely AFP is still one of the teams to beat dito sa ating second conference. And who knows, maybe their early failures here in the second conference will be enough to solidify their chances pagdating dito sa ating quarterfinals.
Andaya with a steal. Itong si Andaya sa lahat ng players ng Senate siya, lagi maaga pa. Wala pang ilaw kanina, nagwa-warm up na siya. At siya ay nagpapapawis ng maaga.
Sipag.
And it's now 8-5 as he made a steal. It's a swing over now to Zuniga, but a shot rather from the side does not work. Taken away again by the AFP. The nice spin. Last shot, too strong. Rebound collared by Rialubic. Duremdes. Marata says, can I shoot? He's wide open. He hesitated. It fell short. Tries to steal it back. Eugene Tan takes it away. Zuniga back to Eugene. His pass read by Andaya.
4 minutes have gone. Kenneth Duremdes has not taken a shot. This is how well AFP has defended Captain Marbel. They have allowed the other players of Senate to take their shots, but not Kenneth Duremdes.
Inside to Kimbao, the muscle man of the AFP. Cavaliers tries to swing it around the perimeter. Zuniga against Duremdes. Laki ng pinayat ni Kenneth. Tama yung observation mo kanina. And the glass shot winds his way home.
Caballo playing with a lot of energy. He is not only tasked to attack from the weak side. Look at him staying close to Kenneth Duremdes, trying to front Kenneth in the post.
Yung what you learn when you're isolated on defense, some of those fouls are obvious and will just be called. And Caballo called for that. Caballo rather called for the first. Andaya
is the first defensive cover assigned to Kenneth Duremdes for today's battle. And definitely he will not be the last.
I don't think so.
Caballo once again going full denial on Kenneth Duremdes, who likes to post up on that left block.
And Warren Tan was drawn out and Daya was the one who came in. His shot close range won't work. Rialubit will be fouled, was just fouled rather, and will visit the free throw line.
And Zaldi Rialubit will have to put in the necessary effort to be able to help out the scoring chores. Na alam naman natin si Kenneth Duremdes talaga ang siyang umihinete. But with Kenneth Duremdes a marked man this afternoon, Zaldi Rialubit has to step up his production from the interior and try to match up with Kiambao and Casulla and the rest of the big men of AFP.
Ito nung 90s, ito yung mga big men natin na magagaling kumanta. Zaldi Realubit, Bonel Balingit, di ba?
Ano yan? Mga disipulo ni Ed Cordero.
Oo nga. Alala ko may PBA event tayo.
Oo,
na,
oo, pagpasko.
Diba? Yung pagpasko,
Oo.
di ba? Si Arnie Tuadles, ang namatay ng Arnie Tuadles.
Absent ako doon.
Tago ka eh!
Hindi marunong kumanta.
Tago ka eh! Si Hector Calma nun, ngingiti-ngiti, sumayaw eh. In the meantime, there's a foul on Andaya as Kiambao went for a possible jumper.
Always help when you have 3 good scoring threats from the outside. Forces the 2 top men on the 2-3 zone to close out long. And that high post man will always be open for that extra pass. And Kiambao has hit baskets. Rather has hit the first basket of the game for AFP. 2 points in the game for Kiambao.
Garcia's in the game for the first time, and Kiambao takes care of the first free throw.
It has been Pascual who has spearheaded this assault here in the first for AFP, scoring 6 first quarter points for the Cavaliers.
Below the 5-minute mark of the opening period. Keep in mind the AFP enjoying a twice to beat, so the Senate has to double up here today. Garcia, looking for Realubit, but Garcia says, let me try. Just kisses the iron, fell short, and a rebound foul.
I'm not really sure, Seb, kung box and 1 o tao-tao talaga yung apat stay home kay Kenneth. But one thing is certain, AFP coming up with a sound defensive game plan that has taken away even a single attempt from Kenneth Remdes, and we've already crossed the halfway mark of our first quarter.
Parang hindi pa nakaka-load up si Kenneth.
Kailangan hanapin mo eh. Kasi talagang matatakam ka dahil libre ka eh.
Tracked down by Andaya, but lands in the hands of Zaldi Realubit. Here comes the Remdes. First frontal assault, but he decides to pass off to Andaya. It's on the ground. It will stay with the white shirts of the Senate.
Right now, the second man to do the defensive assignment against Kenneth Remdes seems to be Andaya.
Salford, as you have called him. I will not ask why anymore. Looks like a pet name you're giving him from time immemorial. Here's Garcia. He doesn't disagree with the name. He likes it.
I'm sorry, Sam Araneta pala yung nakastay home dito kay Kenneth. Yan.
Ayan. Pero yung Salford, matagal na talaga.
Matagal na yan.
Okay. Alam mo to si Roger Araneta, ilalaban ko ng 3-point shooting ito kahit kanino.
At matagal na rin
Kahit
talagang
sino,
spotter yan. Spotter, sniper. Itong si Roger Araneta. Defending, hitting well from the 3. Biggest hit of the game para sa AFP. 8-point advantage.
At masunurin sundalo, no? Yun ang assignment niya. Ito lang AFP, tumatakbo. 3-on-2 bust out. Araneta, nowhere to go. Does not force the issue.
Very smart.
Maybe the smartest move so far he's done this up to this point. Tan looking for a cutter. Ends up with the pass. It's in the corner now. Zuniga running. Shot blocked by Andaya. Take it away cleanly. Counter steal by Pascual, who lays it in.
That's 8 in the game for Pascual. And once again, the black shirts making the defensive stops. Turning those stops into much-needed baskets. 10-point lead right now for the Cavaliers.
Which will now become our biggest lead for the Cavaliers. This is something you don't want if you're the Senate, for them to just bust open the game.
Simple lamang dito yung game plan ng AFP, pero nakakapagod dito para kay Kenneth.
This is a patrol. I am it 3-point shot courtesy of Roger Araneta. We'll take a short break as a timeout is taken.
Okay, binabati po natin.
10 points is the distance between the two sides. The AFP dictating the flow of the game. And Pascual with, as you mentioned, with 8 points already in the period. That's a prolific pace if there ever was one. Here comes Garcia, wide open. His pop drops.
After the timeout, Coach Lino devising a play of a double of Kenneth Duremdes. And this time, Garcia stepping inside the 3-point line, knocking in a mid-range jumper. Sort of a beat the double scheme na kailangan gawin ng gusto ng mga defenders.
You know, Garcia and Durendes have this running feud between them. When they gotta play well together, they acknowledge each other's support. In the meantime, here's San Esteban who launches Durendes, tapping it safely to a teammate, Ndaya, picking up the loose change. Durendes, Garcia says, can I have another one? Just doesn't drop on the second try. The ball is hooked back in. And a foul could be on Garcia.
Garcia is about 1 of 4 from the field. Kenneth Durendes playing decoy here in the first quarter. But I'm sure that he's trying to dissect ways and means on how he can get his baskets, ways and means on how he can attack, get fouled, and go to the line.
Pacing din si...
But definitely this pace cannot go on for Kenneth because they have only managed to put in 8 points. And precisely the reason why is wala pa siyang tira na nagagawa dito sa ating unang 7 minuto at 54 na segundo.
Nasubtract mo yun. Balik mo.
Tama ba? Tama naman, no?
Kaya. Pero gulat ako na isubtract mo yun.
Basta mababa lang ang...
Ako pag maraming zero, yan, kaya ko. Pero kapag may sumisingit na 9 at 8, yan. 9 at 7. Parangin mo sa akin ng 11 minus 4, 3 beses ko isipin.
And so far, the defense of the Cavaliers have limited Senate to only a 25% shooting clip at 4 out of 16, while they have turned the defense of the white team into a 50% shooting clip on their side.
They call it as traveling against Marata to try to wiggle open for a shot, and it's still a 9-point lead with 1:44 remaining.
You have to be ready for what the defense will give you. And right now, what the defense is giving the white shirts is the open shot from the outside. Namimili ka eh. Hanapin mo si Kenneth o ititira mo or hanapin mo si Saldi.
9 on the shot clock. The short pass bounces off the wrong person. Durendes attacks all the way in.
Coast to coast for Kenneth Durendes. First 2 points in the game. Coming off that takeaway.
And it's now 17-10 with 1:10 remaining. First period of play. Here's San Esteban swinging to the right side. Here's Habar trying to make a decision. Shot clock is a problem. They have no idea how many seconds are left until Araneta let it go, but it won't work. Not a good shot. Here's Durendes with Habar waiting for him. And Habar giving up the foul.
Alam mo, Seb, ang hindi ko nakikita si Senator Sani Angara.
Parang pangalawang game na niyang na-miss ito, no?
Oo, naalala natin, meron siyang itinira na would be the shot off the conference, isang half-court conversion.
Na ilang beses na rin natin na-feature, ni-replay dito. Kanina, nung ating pagre-rewind ng ating mga laro from Wednesday, nakita na naman natin yun. Basay-say is on the deck. But here's Realubit trying to make a decision. Red time on the shot clock, 6. Durendes, that turnaround does not bite.
Halos hindi makapihit si Kenneth doon. Dadating agad yung taong double team.
It's on the baseline and it does not bounce safely.
Turnover number 5 para dito sa Cavaliers.
You know what I like about the Senate? At least their defenses somehow remain solid. Ball is knocked outside by Mendoza.
Hindi sila lilihis dyan sa 2-3 zone defense na yan. Dahil pag nagtao-tao sila, lalo silang problema dito sa AFP.
Uubusin sila ng AFP.
And so far, kumakapit nga yung kanilang 2-3 zone defense. Tanging isang 3-point basket pa lamang ang tinamaan dito nila Roger Araneta.
Grabe na yung pawis ni Real Lubit. This is the longest I think he's played. Garcia with a turning, twisting shot. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Habar scoots inside. Lead is 9 at the end of the first quarter of play. Good pace for the Senate, do you think?
Right within their defensive game plan, and as a result, their double teaming efforts on Kenneth Durendes pushing them 9 points ahead of the defenders.
1-on-1 lang, kaya na ni Kenneth sa long post. Ha? Kasi ang nangyayari sa atin ngayon, pagbigyan ng bola, tinatawid natin sa kabila eh. O wala na rin yung purpose. Pagdali mo, isak nyo pa, isak mo sa baba, sa corner. Okay? Kunin mo yung man dito, pagbigay mo dito, sounds, not ka. Ha?
Guys, basta libre, shoot nyo lang, luluwag ang depensa sa akin. Basta every time na libre kayo, shoot nyo lang. Kasi pag hindi nyo na shoot,
We will start from a score of 19 to 10. The biggest lead was a 10-pointer when it was 16 to 6. Second quarter, just about ready to get going.
Only Tata Marata has managed to put in over 2 points for the defenders. They've only scored 10 points in the first 10 minutes. Once again, the Cavaliers giving up a shot outside of Kenneth Duremdes. A nice rejection coming from Kiambao. Kenneth has to work extremely hard in today's matchup. Gets double team every time he touches that ball in the post. Nakakapagod yan. Tapos babantay pa siya ron sa ilalim.
Rina has this report.
Yes, Seth, in the words of Kenneth Duremdes earlier, no, to be able to beat the AFP Cavaliers, they need to be very aggressive on their defense. Sabi nga ni Kenneth Duremdes, they have nothing to lose but everything to gain here. Kaya ang importante sa kanila,
Pushing foul,
mag-focus lang
number
sila
19,
sa laro
Kenneth
nito.
Duremdes,
Coach
second.
Dino also stressed to them that they have to minimize those turnovers, so start strong
19
on
seconds on the
defense
shot clock.
and do not hesitate to go hard on the basket. Sabi din nila, kailangan tulungan nila dito si Kenneth Duremdes dahil double daw siya dito ng AFP Cavaliers. Coach Ronnie also asked earlier bakit wala dito si Senator Sonny Angara. No? Nag-out of town siya kasama ang kanyang pamilya. Sev?
That explains it. And we are still in the second quarter's early moments. First minute of play. Score has remained unchanged and still the start. Wait. Hang on. Let's make that clear. There's a foul right now of the dribble of Duremdes. The score has not changed since we started the second quarter.
At ito na ang pangatlong player na babantay kay Kenneth Duremdes. Kanina si Cabayaw, tapos si Araneta. Ngayon naman si San Esteban na.
Yes, Ray Alubit drawing triple coverage.
Zaldi has to make those.
Up, I'll call that. Amar, yes. With a dribbling violation, he lifted the ball.
Turnover number 6 para sa AFP. It's understandable that they want to push that ball forward. It's a must para sa kanila na bilisan yung tempo. Pero kailangan maingatan din nila dahil dito rin nakakaskor ang Senado pag nagtatapon sila ng mga bola resulting into empty possessions.
They send it outside to Garcia. Quickly gives it to Duremdes. Over to the other side, Tata Marata wide open. A bit offline and Daya unable to hang on to the ball, bat it outside and it'll go to the AFP.
Alam mo, Seth, mas marami pang ang possessions dito ang Senado.
I would think so.
They have 21 possessions compared to 17 para sa AFP. However, ang kanilang field goal rate is down to 19%. Once again, the Cavaliers...
Ilan ang attempts ng Senado ng first quarter?
Nung first quarter, malamang nasa 19.
Kasi si Kenneth, hindi masyado nagtitira.
Hindi talaga siya pinapatira. Bago siya makapihit, nandun na yung double team. Paano ka nga-atake?
Bagay, no? There's a triple that finds its mark.
First basket of the second quarter.
Idana knocking it in and making it a 22 to 10 count.
Second three-point basket of the game para sa AFP.
Biggest lead, Ronnie.
That's correct.
And the ball on the ground. Quick pick. Is the guy who scored the triple earlier. He'll go to the free throw line after being fouled.
Kenneth Duremdes visibly frustrated, and once again the challenge for Coach Dino is where to put Kenneth Duremdes. Do you want him off the ball? Do you want him with the basketball? And how do you put the other 4 players on the weak side? Do you want somebody with him in the strong side? Do you want to overload one side of the floor? Whatever it is, you have to devise something because right now AFP just taking away any open looks for Captain Marbel.
First free throw. A bit offline. Is that rain I hear?
Talaga?
Ako, thank you. Kung umuulan nga yan, thank you.
Hindi na kinaya, no?
Umiyak na yung
Langit.
Ang langit. Wow, telenovela naman.
Noel Cabao. Gary Granada.
Sige na. That does not work. It's 22 to 10.
Tata hit the first jumper of this contest, but since then has gone 0 of 7 in his last 7 tries.
This shot does not work. It's saved by the AFP from going up, but they send it to the wrong party. Duremdes asking for it, wants to drill down the defense in front of it. Can't get it. Follow up. Trickles away.
Well defended by Manukat.
They'll take the ex-pros or those who have reached a certain level to face Durandes really. Na hindi sila na-intimidate actually.
Masasaktan at masasaktan ka pero hindi ka pwedeng mapikon. Kumbaga, you take one for the team.
In the meantime, here's the Libet Tibay Atay. Sarap ng buhay. Triple by Alvin Idanan. Actually, maganda yung matchup nito eh. Kung tao for tao lang. That will not work and Durandes snares the rebound. Morata slows it down. 15 on the shot clock. Morata decides to pass off and Daya gets a layup.
First basket for the defenders at Marata, making that very fine basketball play. And Daya up to the task. We're still down by 10 at 22-12.
Here we go at mid-post. That quick release. Sonny Manukat.
I am a firm believer that every big man has to have that elbow jumper or that pirouette along that high post area, especially against a 2-3 zone.
Oy, Sonny Manukat turning back the hands of time and shouting, go some better fight again.
Why not?
Here comes the AFP. 2 on none.
7 in the quarter for the Cavaliers versus only 2 points for the defenders. Forces the hand of Coach Linoong to call an early timeout here in the second
And
quarter.
this is now the biggest lead established in the game.
Balik natin si Kenneth, double. Balik ni Kenneth, balik natin sa kanya.
Alright. Bigyan lang nila, Fred. Bigyan lang nila, Fred. Nakita mo ako sila. Ano gawin nila?
Yung tirakan mo ako yung pasok. Kasi masikip na tayo masyado. Tirakan mo ako para mo. Yung tinira mo namin, okay yun eh.
Some very concerned looks on the side of the Senate. They're talking about taking the shots, taking the attempts. Pinong trying to perk up Kenneth Durandes. Can I get the feeling from Kenneth? When will I take over this game in some sort?
He's trying to, but so far, anytime you're up against 2 guys at once, ang hirap makahanap ng butas. Cover number 4 against Kenneth Durandes. This time it's Eugene Tan.
Here's a shot that's wide and long. And Eugene Tan spearheads the offensive set. Back to Eugene. And it's an open 3. Kisses the iron, no bite. Here's a lead pass. Cabato trying to chase it down. Oh! Almost gets a backing violation subsequently.
Frustration mounting for the defenders. They've had more touches, 27 possessions for the defenders, but only 5 conversions. Make that 28. They're 5 of 28 here in the game right now versus the 11 of 24 for the Cavaliers. 45% for AFP, only 17% clip para dito sa defenders.
I'd like to remind everybody that the top 2 teams, the PNP and the Judiciary, are just waiting for opponents. They enjoy twice to beat advantages into the semifinals already. And Jeffrey Cambao delivers, and it's now 28-12, the biggest lead at 16.
Ang laking bagay talaga na wala si Senator Sani Angara kasi gunner yun sa labas. At least merong ibang babantayan dito ang koponan ng AFP. Ngayon si Kenneth lang talaga at si Tata Marata.
Play is broken up. Pace when you run defensively, run back defensively. Here's a cut of the inside. Marata unable to drill it in and nobody running down defensively on the other side anymore.
13 points in the quarter for AFP compared to only 2 points para dito sa defenders.
Undergoes that, yes.
At lahat ng puntos dito ng defenders ay galing dito kay Ryan and Daya.
Finally, with a reply after 8 unanswered points by the AFP and a traveling whistle called against the Cavaliers.
Well, alam mo, Sir, yung kanilang unang basket ay nangyari dun sa 6-minute mark ng ating second quarter. Referring, of course, dito sa defenders ng Senado. Yung kanilang pangalawang basket na galing din kay Endaya came 2 minutes after yung kanilang unang conversion dito sa second quarter.
Andaya is with Endaya. Andaya is clobbered by the defense. It's either Manukat or Araneta. Manukat is the guilty party. Andaya was hoping for free throws, but he had not released the ball. Neither is the team in penalty. 3:59 to go. Inside. Andaya to Andaya. Andaya is fouled. This 16-point lead is a repeat of the biggest spread so far. No, not a repeat, but just 2 points short of the biggest lead. Here's Andaya.
We started this conference last Feb 11.
Ganon.
If I'm not mistaken, we've gone 104 days. And we are right now in the quarterfinals. Dito sa ating game number 37, Sev. And of course, apat na mga kapunanang na maalam ang PhilHealth, DOJ, LGU at ang House of Representatives. At si Sev ay nakapunta na sa Thailand.
Ikaw nakapunta ng Las Vegas. Marami na nangyari sa buhay natin. Hindi lang natin alam na gano'ng kabilis ang panahon. That's why you gotta factor deal. Pascual, 10 points.
And that short corner basket or conversion has been the source of production really for AFP, especially here in the second quarter.
And they have a 4-man band just playing anything that comes to mind, you know. Nanggugulo na lang. Oh! 3:19 to go. Zuniga decides to pass into the corner. Araneta, 3 short. Follow up. No, by Manukat who gets conked on the noggin. Araneta, no, distracted, and nobody knows where the ball is. The refs say to go to the center.
Until such time that the Senate defenders figure out or beat the double scheme, then this trend will continue.
Yeah. We've got Golding waiting to come in. Masaysay swings it over to Andaya. Durendes covered by Eugene Tan. Masaysay got it finally to Durendes. Triple team on him.
The double team was late. Was able to slice the gap. And Kenneth was able to extract a foul. Unfortunately, the Cavaliers are still not over the limit. Only 4 free throws given up by the Cavaliers para dito sa Senado.
Golding is in for Endaya. That last foul was on Araneta. In the meantime, here comes Ria Lubit. They swing it outside to Andaya. Here's Basaysay. The flip will not work. Outside to Golding. To his fingertips. Basaysay. Running shot. No. Ball is loose. Pascual picks it up. Zuniga takes the point. Nice move by Tan, who overshoots. Golding is bottled up. Eugene Tan still disappointed with the shot he took.
Parang nagugulat na nga sila sa sobrang libre nila eh.
Ayan na. Siyempre, naisibo.
This is the second game that Senator Jingo Estrada is seeing action for para dito sa defenders. I remember right, he hurt his left MCL doon sa kanyang kaisa-isang laro para dito sa Senate defenders.
At yung laro niya na ito.
Pangatlo na ba yan?
Kasi yung last game, sa LGU, wala ka nun.
Okay.
Naglaro
na
siya,
noon.
nakashoot siya. Kaya nagdiwak ang buong Coliseum. Golding pushing away on... Boy, this is a big AFP team on the floor. Huh?
6 of 30 ang defenders. They have turned themselves into just a jump shooting team because of this tremendous defense by AFP on Kenneth Durendes.
That's a triple.
Araneta took his eyes off Kenneth. Kenneth's lead all the way to the top, hitting his first 3-point basket of the game.
And it's 32-18. Lead sliced down to 14. Araneta's shot, no. Ria Lubit picks up the rebound. Durendes has no numbers. 4 men already down on the AFP side. Golding over to Jingoy. Durendes and company. Jingoy free for a 3. Look short. It is.
They've not really taken too many 3-point attempts.
Here's one by Kenneth that hit the target. It is an osteo guard gogol out. You know, Jingo's shot is really the three-point shot. Ever since the Star Olympic days when he would play in those celebrity games, I told him, well, let's bring along Ninyo Mulak. Yun ang kanyang kontrapelo doon. Banggaan sila nun. Walang pikunan.
First quarter score stood at 19-10. Biggest lead naman para sa AFP ay 18 puntos at 30 against 12. Pero to 6-2 run na ang pinamalas ng defenders. Marami ring missed layups dito ang AFP. Marami rin silang turnovers. Dahilan kung bakit hindi nila madiinan at madagdagan yung kanilang 18 puntos na kalamangan na ngayon ay naibaba pa sa 14 ng Senado.
Kenneth Duremdes will get charities. We're down to 54.6 seconds. If that's rain, I must say thank God.
Sobrang init na talaga, no? 6 points in the game for Captain Marvel. 6 hard-earned points for Kenneth Duremdes.
Not his usual pace, ano ha?
And hindi talaga siya makaka-atake kung dalawa nakabantay sa'yo.
Make sure of the second. And the lead is pruned down to 12. We're hitting the 52nd mark of the second quarter. It's in the hands of Araneta. Over now to Zuniga. 10 on the shot clock. Fernandez looking for the ball, found nothing. Picks it up anew, sends it to Araneta. It's off the glass.
Good extra pass coming from Fernandez. Araneta in this ball game. Already a total of 5 points if I'm not mistaken.
You're right, you're right. He had the 3 earlier. In the meantime, Fernandez, mid-post. Yes.
Very important for the Cavaliers to limit their turnovers. Those turnovers have allowed the defenders to string up a mini run here in the second.
Oh! That's a good. It's a 3. And it's pruned down to 13. At the end of the first quarter, it was a 9-point lead, but it ballooned to as much as 18, Rodney.
Kenneth Duremdes trying to make sure that they stay within distance, not allowing the kupunan ng Cavaliers to go into the second half with a bigger bubble than the 18-point advantage that they held. Right now, the Cavaliers on top by 13, heading to our final 20 minutes.
Let's send it to Jerry and Ryan upstairs.
Alright, thank you, 7 Coach Ron. And that wraps up the first half sa unang game ng ating quarterfinals. The AFP Cavaliers going up against the Senate Defenders. 36-23 in favor of the Cavaliers. Coach, low-scoring game for the Senate Defenders.
Correct, Ryan. They're doing a good job in limiting Kenneth of his touches. But siyempre, alam naman natin, si Coach Kenneth is sharing the ball. Talagang ini-involve niya yung mga teammates niya. He's hitting the open man. But siyempre, hindi lang nagtatama. But I'm sure it will be better this coming third quarter for Senate. But AFP, hindi natin discount the fact na they're playing well. Talagang they're doing their homework. Form a turnover, attack sila right away. Quick passes, transition points, they have to go get back on defense, yung Senate.
Coach, what are the adjustments na pwedeng gawin dito ng Senate Defenders coming on to the third quarter?
Well, for my, it's, he has to take the basket.
All
Even
right.
if you're getting doubled, I think Kenneth has to take the basket and he has to assert his offensive prowess doon sa court. Kasi, syempre, ang focal point ng atake ng Senate is si Kenneth. He has to do it para makadagdag ng konti. He can draw up the double team and eventually ma-free up yung mga players, teammates niya.
And now, meron din tayo, of course, na nagiging problema with the Senate Defenders because one of their guards, si Andaya, is already in foul trouble with 3 fouls.
Yes, malaking bagay yun. Siyempre, alam naman natin, siyempre si Tata Marata is also scoring.
Yes.
Plus na-sprain pa si may foul trouble pa si Andaya. So, malaking setback yun para sa Senate. And also, they also need inside points from Saldi, Realabit. Siyempre, si Warren Tan, medyo he has to share some load para sa team. He has to share his, kailangan he has to be productive offensively.
Alright. Coach, sa tingin niyo medyo sa ganitong kalamangan, kaya pa?
Yes, of course. Alam mo naman, we have a lot of games, especially yung Season 1, Season 2, come from behind wins, ang dami yan. So, marami pang, there are a lot of possibilities when it comes to knockout games like this. Hindi natin alam, baka Coach Kenneth is just holding back.
Yes.
Alam naman natin na pagkadating ng third and fourth quarter, meron pang firepower yan. So, meron pang nire-reserva yung mga veterans niya.
Alright, Coach. Ito naman, Coach Jerry. Dahil kilala ka sa tawag na Defense Minister sa pinakamalaking liga sa ating bansa. Bilang eksperto sa depensa, sino mga players sa UNTV Cup ang nakakitaan nyo ng matinding skills pagdating sa depensa?
Well,
Overall, Coach, you can enumerate.
well, mostly it's coming from the guards. Siyempre, it's not just by height. You can see there are a lot of mga guards dito sa UNTV Cup na talagang they deny well, they pressure the ball well, and makita mo they're just in front of their man, hindi nakakalabas, and if they're assigned to an offensive player, they limit their touches.
Alright.
They give good fouls, they give quality minutes. Yun. So marami, especially coming from guards like Eugene Tan.
Okay.
Yeah, he gives quality, good defense. Tapos yung mga players from PNP, nandiyan sila Criste, magagaling sila po pressure, si Kabaho. So marami mga guards.
Alright, Coach. Kaya ako natanong yan dahil speaking of defense, Coach, magbalik tanaw tayo sa mga nauna nating games sa UNTV Cup. Silipin natin ang mga hardcore heroics ng inyong mga hinahangaang players dito po sa top 10 best defensive plays. Let's watch this.
Best defensive games ng mga hardcore heroes ng UNTV Cup Season 2. On the 10th spot, ang effective help defense ni HOR reinforcement Gerard Francisco na tinapos sa isang left-handed layup. Hindi naman magpapahuli ang Black Wolves sa depensa. Narito ang tenacity ni Alden Nodado, ang ating top 9.
Villanueva, they can't see him. Now, Sevilla. Here's the layup. Yes.
Ang double teaming ng Patriots na nagtulak ng turnover at isang go-ahead basket kay Malacanang point guard Jerry Gadong ang nasa ikawalong pwesto. On the 7th place, ang team effort ng LGU Vanguards para sa fast break conversion ni Kiko Adriano. Hindi lang sa scoring maaasahan si Magi Celebrity Reinforcement John Hall, kundi maging sa depensa. Narito ang kanyang ball-stealing skills sa 6th spot.
Two names and faces being put on display. John Hall, athletic move. Very athletic move.
Narito naman ang silent move ni AFP point guard Jeric Galisa para agawin ang bola kay Senate Defenders top scorer Kenneth Duremdes, ang nasa 5th place. Fourth on the list, ang pagpapamalas ng blocking ability ni Kenneth Duremdes kontra Judiciary Magis guard Rodolfo Reboredo. Powerful block ni PNP Reinforcement Harold Santa Cruz kay Erbel Edria ng MMDA Black Wolves ang nasa ikatlong pwesto.
Nakatrela Santa Cruz. Adria will get his shot blocked by Big Boy.
Narito naman ang bawi ni Jeff Sanders sa pamamagitan ng harapang pagtapal kay PNP playmaker Julius Criste, ang top 2 ng ating best defensive plays.
Criste. Left-handed layup. Sinupalpal ni Jeff Sanders.
Napakiti si Criste.
At para sa ating top defensive play ng second round eliminations, ang back-to-back defensive stop sa endgame ni Olan Umiping para selyuhan ang tagumpay ng PNP Responders kontra AFP Cavaliers.
Block. Inbound. Umiping. Stole it. And it is over.
Unbelievable sequence. They had their chances, but Olan Umiping will put the final nail on the coffin as PNP escapes.
Talagang walang tigil ang aksyon dito sa nag-iisang basketball charity league sa bansa. Kaya abangan ang iba pang exciting plays ng mga bayani ng hardcourt dito sa UNTV Cup. Ito ang bagong game ko.
And it is over.
Alright, Coach, nakita mo naman, di ba? Meron tayong top 10 best plays. Ngayon naman, top 10 best defensive plays.
Maganda yun kasi unang-una syempre hindi lang yung offense ang tinitignan, binibigyan din natin ng significance yung depensa. Kasi syempre kahit nasabihin mong ganda talaga for highlight, ang ganda rin yung the beauty of shot blocking, the beauty of defensive rotation. Kahit sabihin mong maganda yung depensa sa harap, pero syempre the moment na drive-an ka, may mga schemes kasi yan na dinidesign ng coach na makikita mo nakaka-shot block yung secondary defender. Pag naunahan yung primary defender, yung may hawak, pumipressure sa bola, makita mo yung element, yung beauty ng block shot, at the same time yung beauty ng recover yung mga teammates nila na parang they play as one.
Alright. Yung nga daw sinasabi, di ba, sa basketball, Coach, alam na alam nyo to, the best defense
Is the best offense.
Ayun, is the best offense.
Correct. Yan ang may mga philosophy yung ganyan ng mga coaches na they start from defense,
Yes.
then second is offense, then they'll go back again to defense. Yan yung mga ibang philosophy yan ng mga coaches.
Alright, ayun. Meron tayong greetings dito. Ayan, may nagbe-birthday.
Uy,
Magbe-birthday pa lang pala. I'm sorry. Happy birthday to Ma'am Maricar Yakat of Excel Driving School. Kay Ma'am Maricar. Ayan, hi po sa inyo. May 27 and to Dennis Escalon. Aba? Isa sa mga players ng PNP Responders ang kanyang birthday sa May 31. And of course, pinabati din natin yung mother ng isa sa mga staff natin na si Annabella Cordova, na mami yan ni Karine Cordova. Magbe-birthday yan sa May 26. Happy viewing po sa inyo, tita. Alright.
Yung ano pala natin, mga kasambahay natin sa Italy, binabati ko na rin dyan dahil nasa Milan kami. May 31.
Okay, kanina.
Tapos sa June 1 naman, nasa Pescara kami.
Aba.
At sa June 2, sa Carincoa, nasa
Aba.
Rome kami.
Hindi nyo naman inubos lahat ng schedule, Coach.
Oo nga eh. Minsan dami nating mga pasokit na sa taga-subaybay ng UNTV Cup Season 2.
Okay, Coach. Going on to the third quarter again. Ano yung pwedeng advice na may bigay ng both teams?
Well, again, I'd like to, siyempre, knock out itong game na to. Hindi ka pwedeng kukurap eh. You cannot just blink your eye tapos they will just roll over and die. Yung yung AFP and yung Senate, it will be a tough battle and it is a matter of how will you preserve your margins mo and how will itong Senate will cut down that lead and put the game in a situation that they can win the game.
Alright, Coach. Thank you so much. And there we have it for a halftime break. Ipagpapatuloy na po natin ang second half ng unang laro ng ating quarterfinals sa pagharap ng AFP Cavaliers kontra Senate Defenders. Let's go back to Sev and Coach Ron.
Simple ka pa, Cordillera, no ha? Kung sino-sino pa yung binati mo. Ciao. Yan, matuto ka, Italiano. Ciao.
Basbas ng Roma.
Bellissimo. Mga ganyan. Yung banati mo.
Kailan ka lang kurot.
18. Pinakamalaking lamang na ginawa ng AFP. Laki ng kailangan gawin ng Senate to be able to bounce back dito.
Kung tutuusin mo talaga, Sev, yung burden of adjustment ay nasa mga balikat ni Coach Lee noong. Oo, naibaba nila sa 13 puntos.
13,
Papasok tayo sa ating second half. But they have to think of ways to free up Kenneth Duremdes para naman sa AFP. Worst thing that can happen to them is believe that this game is over dahil sa dami ng pagkakamali rin nila, they have allowed the defenders to stay close. Itong 13 na pagkakabaon, para sa akin, digit pa to eh.
Kasi, di ba, sabi mo nga, ang daming turnover ng AFP.
Saka yung missed layups ng AFP rito.
Missed layups, ano, at saka yung mga missed opportunities. Of course, AFP hoping to move forward to be able to play
PNP.
PNP. As the military to military situation pala mangyayari.
Rematch siya nung ating first conference na semifinal meeting nila.
Okay, sasali sa ating usapan ang babaeng sabi niya ay mukha daw siyang highlighter sa araw na ito.
Oo nga, no.
Sabi niya, siya may sabi
Stabilong dating.
Miss Marina?
Sef, dahil mukha akong highlighter, ito naman pointers for review para sa ating Senate defenders. Kanina nga medyo frustrated sila at impatient na yung dating ng ating mga Senate defenders inside the dugout at that half. Ang naging problema daw nila, minamalas daw ang kanilang opensa kaya kailangan daw mag-adjust sila sa kanilang depensa. Now, things that they have to do, they have to maximize the opportunity. Kung open sila, they have to go hard on the basket and to shoot with confidence. Extra passes will be important also for them. Dalang sabi nga dito ni Coach Lee noong, kailangan pasa, galaw. Hindi pwedeng pasa tapos nakatingin lang sila kung ano nang mangyayari sa game nila. Also, communication will play an important role here. And lastly, wag silang mag-relax and they have to play smart. Sev?
In other words, huwag kang parang nanood ng X-Men. Nagbayad ka ng ticket tapos nood. Diba? Bayad ka ng ticket tapos nood ka. Diba? Alam mo, yun ang maganda sa San Antonio Sports. Ano? Pagka pinasag, kalawagan. Ano? Walang hesitation.
Meron silang abilidad na pagdating sa playoffs. Sev, naiiba yung laro nila.
Tsaka yung pagkumat sila sa basket. Ano?
Parang it comes within the territory. No? Para sa iba, uncharted waters eh, ang playoffs. Pero sa kanila, alam nila.
Best time of our year.
Yes.
Diba? Of the season.
This is when the season starts para sa San Antonio
It
Spurs.
would be a big challenge for OKC. They will play tomorrow. It's a Sunday in the United States. In the meantime, back with us as we get underway. Sam Sarmenta, Ronnie Manzanov, Rina Villamor. It's our trio of broadcasters here on the floor. First, Ryan and Jerry take care of the deck to put everything into perspective. Later on in our second game, it will be the MMDA going up against Malacanang. Let's make that clear. Ang magkakaroon ng twice to beat ang Malacanang.
Oo. Maski sila ay tinalo ng MMDA sa kanilang kaisa-isang paghaharap so far. Itong kupunan ni Kenneth Duremdes ay kanyang pinamunuan nang nagpakawala siya ng 10 sa 23 puntos ng defenders. 10 may hirap na puntos para kay Kenneth Duremdes. They are 8 of 38 right now from the field. Good for only 21%. At yung sinasabi natin, Seth, haste makes waste para dito sa Cavaliers.
And the ball will stay on the side of the defenders. Andaya has his second steal of the afternoon. Here's Barata. Andaya going over to Duremdes. They want to go to Barata in the corner. Andaya tries to attack. Here's Manoka. He'll shoot. It's a 2 if it bites. It does not. Rebound is loose. Finally secured by Kiambao.
Tata is 1 of 11 after hitting his first basket of this contest.
Which was the first 2 points of the game.
That's correct.
Roger Aneta. Great pass inside the Eugene Tan.
Somebody was not at the right place. And the defenders paid dearly. Eugene Tan using his vast experience to gain that inside position. 4 personal fouls right now para dito kay Andaya.
Garcia hustles over to the scorer's table to pull out Andaya. Andaya trying to plead his case. Well, they may need a Senate hearing for that.
Merong adjustment ni Coach Lee noong pinwesto na nila si Kenneth way behind the 3-point line to attract the double. Talagang designated sila ng mga jump shooters dun sa opposite ni Kenneth. Let's see if that will work.
(39-23). Biggest lead, keep in mind, was 18 rather, as Ronnie pointed out. Here's Garcia open, can't knock it down. Hit a shot earlier, but has not repeated since that time. Nice passing by the guards. Awkward shot though. And the rebound secured by Zaldi.
And again, a missed layup for AFP.
Durandes triple offline. Rebound. Tan had a chance but could not firmly grip the ball.
Just a deflection, just by being active, just by poking the ball away. Eugene Tan protecting that possession. 8 minutes left here in the third. 16 ang kalamangan dito ng Cavaliers.
And this is the quarter where I think the Senate will have to make some hay, really. Just, if you allow it to wait, if they allow yourselves to wait until the fourth, could be too late. This shot goes astray, but not without free throws for Marata.
This time, Tata Marata attacking the closeout. Receiving that ball at the top of key from Kenneth. Tata Marata attacking the two defenders. Will go to the line. Tata Marata with a total of 3 points para dito sa defenders. Kenneth Durandes leads the way with 10 points. And Daya Falusut with 5. At itong si Tata Marata na with 4 points.
First point of the Senate in the quarter.
That's correct. Hindi nila maituloy-tuloy no?
And it will remain as the only point of the Senate after this stretch. 7:40 remaining. 39-24, a 15-point lead. Corner flip. No. Zaldi Lubit. AFP now being limited to one shot per trip. Nice cut inside. Tando off angle on the trail job. Abar's dribble being interrupted by Garcia. They go to Fernandez on the side. It skirts out. Garcia taken away from Kimbao. Durandes wants it all the way in. He is fouled.
Alam mo, Seb, maswerte na rin dito ang Cavaliers na dito sila naharap sa defenders dito sa ating quarterfinals. Sa nilalaro nila ngayon, kung naharap sila sa MMDA, ay hirapan sila sa dami ng kanilang breakdowns. Probably, meron na rin overconfidence na nasa mga balikat dito ng Cavaliers. Understanding that they blew this team away sa kanilang unang pagharap, 102-82 last April 27. Pero they're still ahead. Although yung kanilang kalamangan ay hindi pumapalo over the 20-point mark. They are still ahead by 13 at 39-26.
Durandes now with a total of 12 points in the game. In the meantime, this is knocked away to be retained by the AFP Cavaliers, re-entering the ball game, drawing out Naraneta, who committed his third foul earlier. Fernandez spots. Got it this time. Earlier on the other side, he couldn't nail it.
Fernandez already with a total of 4 points.
They're getting dividends to their big men. Pascual.
Saka galing sa short corner jumpers. Andun ka din kasi si Salvi sa loob
Marata drills it in.
Finally, a jumper converted by Tata Marata. Tata Marata, 6 points in this contest.
And this 13-point lead has become a familiar refrain. Cabayao on the outside, long. It's the back iron and Durandes pulls it away. Kenneth dish to the right side. Blast shot by Marata. No. Rebound Tan. And Durandes grappling for it. Garcia. Durandes fires a three. Short. Tan gets it. And they want to recycle the offense.
That is 4 on 5. And they secure another possession here para sa defenders.
Inside to Zalford. Short. Tan tracks it down.
And again, an extra possession for the white shirts.
Garcia couldn't get it. Durandes waiting for Habar. And Durandes with a foul. And Daya will come in for Zaldi Realubit.
Nako, Sev, cause for concern. Zaldi Realubit may have re-injured that calf strain that he suffered 3 or 4 games ago. Mamaya tatanungin natin kay Rina yan. He's wincing in pain as he strides himself back to the bench.
Lino Ong gesturing to you. Is that
Rams ba?
Ano ba sa inyo ng linya, sir?
Kasi tinutulak para lumambot yung calf muscle niya.
Okay, here comes a medical term from Rina in a short while, I tell you. Garcia. Dorendes, his pocket is picked. Marata with a counter steal and Garcia completes the heist.
Excellent effort by Garcia and Marata.
3 with bites, no.
And again, Tata Marata holding ground.
Is it an
Forcing this,
offensive foul?
yes, forcing this offensive fouls. 2 in a row in terms of defensive stops for Marata and Garcia. Kasi one miscue na rito ang defenders ng Senado. Tandaan natin yan. They need to win twice over the Cavaliers to make it to the semifinals and set up a date with PNP. At yan din naman ang layunan dito ng Cavaliers. Dahil lang ating unang conference sila ang winakasan ng buhay ng PNP kung sa kanilang paghaharap pagdating sa semifinals.
Sino na nakalaban ng judiciary ng semifinals?
PhilHealth ba?
Garcia, his shot to Endaya. They want to go to the 15-footer. Marata, no. Follow-up, short 10-footer, still no. And Garcia, who has a good nose for the ball, gives it in play, and he likes Kenneth Dorendes, who likes him just as well. Marata, straight shot, air ball. Still in play, though. And a foul by Marata.
Believe it or not, the defenders have 15 offensive rebounds compared to only 4 para sa Cavaliers, even with a smaller crew.
Sweet and Fit, darling of the game, brought to you by Sweet and Fit. Sweet and life naturally. This should have been a bigger lead, actually.
Oh, without doubt, but still the defenders giving themselves hope of turning this game around.
Nagbabalik po ang UNTV Cup. Ating second season. Bilis na magtatapos. Anong pinilang mo? Ay, numero ka kanina, 100 ilang days?
104 days into the second conference, game number 37.
Mula February 11.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Si Rina has this update. I think it's about Real Lubit.
Yes, that's right. Update lang tayo kay Zaldi Realubit, no? Nagkaroon nga siya ng left calf strain. Ito daw ay recurrent injury niya na, no? So, ang tanong ko sa kanya kanina, makakabalik pa ba siya sa larong ito? Sabi niya, makakabalik naman. Papahinga lang daw muna niya. At saka ngayon, inaayos niya. At nakaupo siya dito sa floor ng Senate Defenders para i-stretch niya yung kanyang mga binte. Sev?
Thank you very much, Rina. That's a good update on Real Lubit. He's still very, very important. Such a vital cog for this game this afternoon for the Senate.
Terrible ang rebounding advantage dito ng Senado.
Despite the height advantage
Oh,
on the
yes.
other side.
They have 8 more possessions than the Black Shirts. At ito ang dahilan kung bakit nakakadikit dito ang Senado dahil syempre lesser possessions, lesser chances at the basket para sa AFP.
Pero ito ba'y offset by the fact hindi rin ma-shoot yung mga teams
Totoo yan.
Senado?
Totoo yan. In fact, for the record, they've only accounted for 9 conversions out of 51 total attempts compared to the 18 of 43 para sa Cavaliers.
Garcia can't get it to his familiar recipient, Dorendes. Garcia now gets it to Dorendes, batted outside by Araneta.
Just to get that ball in his sweet spot. It's hard enough para dito kay Kenneth Dorendes.
And then subsequently, it's a 24-second shot clock violation charged against the Senate.
That's got to hurt. Another lost possession here para sa White Shirts. Oh, threading the needle pass coming from Eugene Tan. Inside basket for Kiambao.
In a while since we had a basket when our score was pegged at 42-28, it seemed immovable at that juncture.
Kasi wala si Kasulya, no?
Parang nakita ko pero parang wala.
Mamaya tanong natin kay Rina. Si Winston Kasulya.
Pinagdiba ng depensa rin ng Eto. That'll not count. That'll not count.
So near yet so far for Kenneth Dorendes here in the third quarter. Itong koponan ng defenders only good for 5 points compared to the 8 points ng AFP. Very low scoring third quarter.
Yep. 16, 2 points short of the biggest lead of 18. It has been at closest at ilan? 9-10.
Kanina,
Parang
Siya.
bumabasa sa 9, no?
Siya.
There's a bust out. Durandes skidding, sliding, stretching, scoring.
14 in the game for Kenneth Durandes. Every basket is difficult for Kenneth Durandes. Meron pa akong hinahanap na wala, Sir, si Sergio.
Yeah. Si Kahanding, wala rin.
Wala rin, oh.
Sabi ni Colonel Kaikusan, wala si Kahanding. Wala rin si Sergio, no?
Kaya kulang ang gunners nila.
Meantime, Habar unable to drop it from the left side. 2 minutes and 7 left.
Mukhang para sa kanila, Sir, maitawid lang eh.
In the meantime, Kenneth can probably have a complete lineup by the time they move to the next round. In the meantime, what's the call? About with a foul. I sense a warning forthcoming.
Warning number 9, Kenneth Durandes for second motion.
The endless battle between players, coaches, and referees. It's a lot. It's a never-ending story. Kenneth sinks the first. Hirap siya today,
Sobra. Hindi dahil sa one-on-one defense, kundi dahil sa double teaming defense. But still, Kenneth able to score 15 out of the 31 total points para sa kupunan ng defenders. Make that 16 now. That's 50% overall production coming from Captain Marbel.
Kasi pag pumihit ng kaliwa, may tao. Pag pumihit ng kanan, may tao. It's a three that does not drop. Here comes Durandes, picking it up. Diagonal over to Basaysay. He flips. Almost had it. Garcia with the foul. Rina, what do you have?
Let's just an update on the three players of AFP Cavaliers. Si Kazulia po ay nagre-recover pa rin siya dun sa kanyang motorbike accident, no? Lala niyo yung kanyang left leg, no? Nadalos yun. So parang nagre-recover pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. Si Sergio naman daw may high blood kaya hindi makakapaglaro ngayon.
Wow.
Si Kahanding naman ay may work duties. Sev?
Thanks, Rina. Updating us on the classroom attendance of our players. Here's Araneta counting around, goes to the right side, gives it over now. Zuniga, long cross-court pass. Eugene Tan tries to circle away from Garcia, but Garcia giving up the foul.
Holding foul, number 25, Patrick Garcia, penalty.
Oh, but that puts them in penalty. Si Garcia, hindi kasi tatapingin ng foul niya.
Hindi na makakuha ng isang magandang run dito ang Senado.
Hindi.
Pero itong kupunan din naman ng AFP, hirap na hirap makabasket dito. This will only be the 9th point of the quarter para dito sa Cavaliers.
Took them about a minute and 30 seconds to score again.
Actually, Sam, na-outscore pa nga sila rito kanina ng Senado sa ating third quarter.
Durandes against a double team. No angle to see, no angle to operate in. A minute remaining. Gambao against Garcia. It will circle in.
Si Jeffrey Gambao na ang pinaka-steady para sa AFP in today's battle. 9 total points para kay Gambao. Behind the 10 points of Pascual, majority of which happened in the first quarter.
Coming down to the 40-second mark, Basaysay finally knocks one from the baseline.
This will be point number 11 para sa defenders here in the third.
When it was 36-23 at the start of this third, it's now 48-34 with 25 seconds remaining. Inside, Gambao. That shot, no. Durandes is dribble interrupted. Here comes Basaysay to the trailing Durandes. Ball fakes, stutter step, basket.
I like that pass coming from Basaysay. Almost had that open layup, but he understands that Kenneth Durandes needs his touches. Kenneth Durandes exploding here in the third. Still on course towards producing over 50% of their team's total production overall. 18 total points for Captain Marbel.
Araneta has had to sacrifice his offense for playing defense here today. Fourth personal foul. Bonus shot for Durandes. Go ahead, please.
Alam mo, Sam, ito yung pinaka-lowest scoring game na nakikita ko so far. All conference long. At para sa AFP, seems to be by design. Alam nila kulang sila. Therefore, focus na lang sila talaga na jetahin itong si Kenneth. Shut down and contain.
Short stab. No, we're just about ready to finish the period. The lead was 13, Ronnie, at the end of first half. It's now down to 11. I don't know if that's any headway.
Aakyat, bababa. But ang importante para sa AFP ay hindi na be-breach ang 10-point mark. 11 abante, patungo sa ating huling quarter.
We are at 48-37 as we usher in the fourth quarter for all of you. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Magandang hapon, galing yung tanahan. Magandang tanaw sa UNTV Cup. Saan mo kayo naroon? Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Ito, last stand for the Senate, Senyor Magsanok.
At maski wala si Salford at si Tata Marata, hindi nangangayaw dito ang white shirts.
May foul, may basket.
Ito na, AFP susubukang dumiin ng maaga dito sa fourth upang hindi mamiligro ang kanilang pagkakataon na one and done laban dito sa Senado. Ang Senado naman, nagbabaka sakali. Patuloy ang layunin na maitulak ang sering ito sa isa pang laro next week.
Sa mga Pampanga Tarlac, mga pagkapon kay Kuman. 51-37 in score. Abante ang AFP.
Wow!
Binibiro ko yung mga kamag-anak. Ano kaya mag-play-by-play ko Pampanga? Ilonggo, kaya natin.
Alam ko lang, Seb, manyaman niya.
Wow.
Namit, gid. Patay.
Dindiretso ang bula, ari dired. Dalaan ni Pasaysay, ginhatag ito rin des. Sa piyak, ginhatag. Ay, diretso ang bula. Saya rin, pag local
Jutay lang.
Jutay lang. Ang jump shot, hindi. Nagsulod, kinuha ang bula.
Ako, kadyot lang.
Kadyot lang. Samantala, Zuniga, no look pass! Great pass!
When they're making their layups, they're a very potent team in the open court. Even without Sergio Casulla, sino pa ba yung isang wala, Sir?
Si Winston Seri, sabi
Oo nga. Si Senator Sani Angara naman ay malaking kawalan dito sa panig ng Senado.
It could be Doremdes' last game. If I were Kenneth, fire away, shoot away. Midcourt pa lang, tira mo na.
Pwede yun. Kasi hindi siya makaporma dun sa ilalim eh.
Yung posting gusto niyang gawin.
Ay, hindi.
Drilling it in. Kick out. Pascual. No. Kiambao. Si Garcia. Garcia will commit a foul, raise his hand, and walk away.
Pascual with 15 points. Kemba with 9. That is 24 out of the 53 points. Ang kaibahan para sa Senado o para sa AFP, meron silang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players scoring for them. Para naman sa Senado, after ng 19 points ni Kenneth, merong nag-ambag ng 6 na puntos at yan ay si Tata Marata. At yung 5 na Endaya, the rest, hirap na hirap talaga na umubos ng puntos para sa defenders.
A minute and a half into the final quarter. Here comes Kenneth Doremdes pushing hard. 2 men on him. Here's Endaya who can't curl. Endaya is blocked by Kiambao.
Excellent stand coming from San Esteban and Kiambao.
Zuniga zips it over to Pascual.
Sir, tuwing makakatersera na sana sila, babalik sila uli sa primera because of those turnovers.
And there's where I think, Zuniga misses Winston Serio.
Yung recipient ng mga pasa niya, no?
In the meantime, a foul. San Esteban, and he's complaining about the Doremdes' errant elbow.
Tight pass.
Basaysay still. Garcia. Kenneth spinning around, pocketing it. $19 points.
19 hard-earned points for Captain Marbel.
On the ground. Nowhere to go.
Will this be the third foul of Captain Marbel?
Tinawagan. It's a foul.
Pang-apat na ito para kay Captain Marbel. Tatamarata has rested for quite a while. Saldi Rilbit is questionable in making his return. Kenneth Durendes will be the one who will try to be the knight in shining armor para dito sa defenders. Pero hindi yan problema ng Cavaliers. Sa kanila, ang tanging misyon ay makarating sa semifinals at muling makaharap ang PNP. But they have to win twice kung sakaling sila makalusot. Patungo sa semifinals, may twice to win advantage sa semifinals ang judiciary ng ating defending champion, ng ating reigning champion, at ang koponan ng PNP na wala pa pong pagkatalo in 8 games.
Nanalo ang PNP last Wednesday, di ba? Sa judiciary.
Nanalo rin ng PNP sa AFP ng 2 puntos. 71-69.
Ayan, yung heroic game ni Auolan Umi.
Pwede pang manalo ang AFP noon. Lamang possession nila yun. Tight ball game. Pero sumablay sila at nakabasket sa kabilang banda. PNP.
4 seconds of the shot clock. That is a lost possession. This is a bust-out layup.
First 2 points of the game for San Esteban. And really his main task is to shadow, contain, and sustain the defense and Kenneth Durendes.
15 is the distance. As large as at 18. Hindi pa pumapalo ng 20 ito. Here's a baseline ng temp. And Daya, it will not fall in.
Yun yung timpla, Sev. Hindi umaakyat ng 20. Pero hindi rin bumababa ng less than 10.
That will not drop in. Here comes Kenneth Durendes. Durendes dish to Andaya. Back to Durendes. Left-handed layup is good.
Smart decision coming from Andaya. Very unselfish. Kenneth located him. He relocated Kenneth. They both connected. 15 kanilang tangkang habulin.
Outside of the former pros, I think Andaya is one of the heaviest on that team.
He's the best.
In the meantime, the Senate wants to get into session. I think they have a quorum. Back in a moment.
Bigyan naman ng maayos. Tulong! Come on! Hey!
Shooting the bonus free throw is Kenneth.
Durendes will shoot a bonus free throw after being fouled off a conversion. It is a 56-41 fourth quarter with 6:25 remaining. Manukat. San Esteban, no. Kiambao. Volleyball time between Andaya. Joust. Just had to say it.
Ano ba, overreaching ba?
Blocked it. In the meantime.
Nandito na si Sunny Manukat sa loob para sa game management na ito, sir. Alam nila hindi sila makawala dito sa defenders. Pero alam din nila na hindi naman sila mahahabol kung hindi sila magpapabaya.
14, no? Familiar refrain kanina. 3.
Ito na ang Salford Army, sir. Sa likod mo.
Ayun ba yung Salford Army? Salford and Sons. And daughters.
Daughters and sons.
May son siya.
Yes.
Nag-break away sa tradition ng 90s. Durendes. Marata. That will not work, however.
Nice.
Zuniga scoots inside. San Esteban, an extra pass. Kiambao, sayang. Hindi lang umit pero tumama sa shoulder ni Kiambao, ano? Yun ang kanyang
Pushing foul number 30, Tatamarata.
injury na minamanage, actually.
2 free throws for Jeffrey Gambao.
AFP is 5-26 from making it to the semifinals. The defenders, meanwhile, are also this much time away from just trying to survive this huge challenge of needing to win twice versus the Cavaliers.
Jeff Kiambao makes it 57-42 with 5:20 remaining. Time not exactly a friend of the Senate here.
Oo naman.
Foul on the baseline. And it's an offensive foul. Is it Damson?
Number 42, Daniel Johnson.
Yep, it's Daniel Damson. Erased everybody on the baseline, actually. I'd like to thank the Senate, by the way, for the
Yes,
t-shirts. Si Attorney Rodelio Daskil, number 18, ang promotor niya.
Saka alam mo, Sir, hanga din ako talaga sa kanila dahil yung commitment nila,
Ano naman, binuo nila.
binuo nila. Saka pati yung mga players nila nagagamit o hindi, they're always here to
kompleto.
lend support.
Substitution.
Well-disciplined team under the tutelage, of course, of playing coach Lino Ong. Yung sakripisyo ni Salford, playing Hearn, yung
16 seconds on the shot.
pagtrangko dito ni Kenneth Durendes, yung paghinete niya, and of course, yung sakripisyo ni Tata Marata and the rest of the defenders in trying to be a competitive team.
Benjamin Navea, Durantes unable to hang on to it. Marata. 4 seconds in the shot clock. Malakas. Navea.
Kumalog lang eh.
Tumalog lang.
Kumalog lang sa left corner pocket, Sir.
Alam mo, nakakatuwa lang yung liga. Merong, ang conclusion ko, as about yung wala talagang banong maglaro eh. Alam mo, lahat, basically sa Pilipinas, lahat nakapaglaro in some
Yan. Ito, reliving their dreams ito, Sir. Itong ating UNTV.
Saka a chance to still play the game of their youth.
Yes, and of course, for a good cause.
Naman. And the AFP looks like it's well on its way to the next round as they now lead 61-42. Biggest at 19.
That's correct.
Senate President Franklin
One time
Trilon
for Kenneth Durantes.
at ang ating butihing kalihim, Secretary Yabes.
Presenting the door for Alvin Zuniga.
The time we have left is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. It's 61-42, a 19-point lead, which has really sing-songed, seesawed from 13 points, 14 points, to a now more comfortable 19 with 3:40 remaining.
And Coach Sinong has thrown in the white flag. Yes, taken
I
out
guess so.
Kenneth Durantes. Pero hanga din ako kay Kenneth talaga. Double team and all, 24 of the 42 points.
Gagawa pa rin ano.
Gagawa pa rin talaga. Napakahirap nung minaniobra ni Kenneth Durantes. 7 of 18 from the field. Perfect from the line. 9 rebounds. 3 assists and 2 steals for Captain Marvel.
That will circle in.
Over 20 points ng advantage dito para sa kupunan ng Cavaliers. It took them almost 3 quarters and about 5 minutes ng ating fourth quarter upang makawala dito sa matinding pagkapit ng defenders.
Edward Ganal will come in for Damson. Pascual, who played so well, he started them all.
Oh yes. He has been the leading scorer for the Cavaliers since the first quarter.
And that quick turnaround resulting in a foul. Mendoza, alam mo, halata rin naman sa AFP at nabanggit mo ito kanina, ang kanilang beef up, pre-tournament pa lang, was to go for size. Boy, I'm sure they went from Luzon all the way to Mindanao and all the apartments from G1 all to the G7 and all the bad to look for.
Sir, si Mendoza tahimik ngayong araw.
Pero they have big guys. Alam mo, pati yung reinforcement, Sunny Manu, malakang rin tao. Siya pa nag-assistant coach kay Colonel Kaiko. Si Galisa, nandiyan na rin.
Di rin masyadong nagamit, ano?
Hindi rin. Parang size was the emphasis today, no?
More in the game for Sunny Manukat.
Hindi na naka-score.
Since the 4 and 45 mark.
12 to nothing run. At madadagdagan pa, ito na. Diniinan na. $69-42.
Could be the lowest scoring output this conference.
Yeah.
This is a testament to how well the Cavaliers have prepared and executed their defensive game plan laban dito sa Kenneth Duremdes-led defenders.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Bio Patch. Rayuma, Bio Patch na yan. And it's just now mopping up operations. It seems so appropriate when you say AFP.
This is 6 consecutive layups for the Cavaliers.
And it's been a while since they scored.
First 2 points for Warren Tan. Normally a very good operator in the interior para dito sa defenders.
One of the players we got introduced to and who takes care of security in the Senate. And anong consequence itong win na ito, Ronnie Magsano?
Tulak na sa semifinals ang Cavaliers at sila yaharap sa PNP for a place in the finals, but they need to beat PNP twice, make the 2 in a row to make it to the title battle.
$75-44. Elisa drops it. And too many turnovers also for the AFP here today. They can't play that way against the
Not at all.
PNP.
Hindi pwede. Ibang
Tan.
level yun eh.
But we'll say goodbye to the Senate here today.
We started out with 10 teams. 4 teams are gone. DOJ, PhilHealth, LGU, and HOR. And now we will have team number 5 departing dito sa ating second
Boy, almost
conference.
the entire legislative branch is gone. We now have military, the executive, the attorney. That's good. Abogado yan.
Parang Russell Westbrook yung atake ni attorney.
There's a foul by Ganar. $75-48.
Alam mo, Sir, kasabay nung at pagbuhos ng ulan dito yung tangka ng defenders na kumapit at dumikit sa AFP. But eventually, ang natira ay ambon na lamang. Kung kaya't hindi nakakapit yan dito sa Cavaliers. At ngayon, ang halamangan ng AFP ay lumobo na sa 27 puntos. So make that 28 points now.
Yan ang pinakamalaking lamang.
Yes. Nag-29 to.
Abot ba?
73-44.
Oo nga. Last possession possibly? Hindi na dali. Nabitawan pa. Pinakon sa akin to.
Good catch.
Yeah. Ititira ko sana eh.
Bakit hindi?
Parang gusto pa akong bigyan ni attorney sa pang t-shirt.
Bakit hindi?
$6.8. And here comes a layup by Tan, who scored the 6 of the last 8 points. And a layup. Tama na, naubos na yung papel ko. And that'll do it for the Senate. Gallant stand, but not enough against the power of the armed forces of the Philippines here in the UNTV Cup.
The Cavaliers will march on to the semifinals as the defenders of Team Senate says goodbye dito sa ating UNTV's second conference.
And Duremdes still scored 26.
Unbelievable efficiency for Captain Marvel.
Double team, triple team,
Grabe.
triple team.
Magaling talaga, ganun kasimple.
And we'll say goodbye to Zal for Real Obit also.
was really nice watching Zaldi and Tatamarat and the rest of the
Yeah.
defenders really who gave their all
Yeah.
in trying to move on to the next phase of this
We
playoff.
say goodbye to Mr. Andaya as well, and we'll now send it to Ryan and Jerry upstairs.
Alright, thank you 7, Coach Ron. Diyan po nagtatapos ang unang banggaan sa Game 1 ng ating quarterfinals with the Cavaliers bagging the win against the Defenders, leaving a score of 78-50, Coach.
At ang best player ay si Ronald Pascual with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. Siguro first time ata ni
Yes.
Ronald mag-best player kasi last season marami siyang injury, nagkaroon siya ng mga hyperextended, mga shoulder, ganyan, mga pulled muscle. So, good ano sa kanya yan.
Ayan. At dito pala pinapakita niya na kaya ko pa.
Yes.
At ready na ako kalabanin ang susunod nilang opponent.
Yes, correct, Ryan. Tama.
Ayun, at Coach, hindi po, although naka almost 24 points si Kenneth Doremdes, nag-iba rin, nag-ambag din ng ibang kanya mga players, pero hindi ito naging enough dun sa pagkatalo nila versus the AFP Cavaliers.
Yes, talagang hirap na hirap si Kenneth to get his game going because siyempre, at kailangan talaga ng matinding tulong din. Lalo-lalo na manggagaling sa, especially from in all positions. Kenneth, he's been there for his team. Lahat ng aspeto nandun na, but siyempre kailangan talaga ng total team effort.
At naging malaking kawalan din dito, Coach, yung of course ang pagkawala ni Zaldi Riolubit na hindi na siya nakapaglaro ng mga last quarter.
Yes, Ryan. Alam naman natin na 3 games ago, meron na talagang pulled muscle si Sadin. Talagang nandun lang siya to support the team and to give yung mga bigay ng moral. Pero siyempre, ano pa rin talaga rin. I hope he'll be better next conference.
Pero dahil kahit ganun pa man, natalo po ang Senate Defenders. Nagpapasalamat po tayo sa Senate Defenders sa pakikiisa sa atin sa UNTV Cup, and we hope po to see you again next season. Ayan, na talaga namang di papaawat ang AFP Cavaliers upang mapalapit sila sa inaasam na kampyonato. Kaya with that big win against the Senate Defenders, aabante na po, Coach, ang Cavaliers sa ating semifinals.
Yes, yan ang talagang in-expect nila. At sa semis naman, makakaharap na nila ang second in rank sa team standings, ang defending champion ng UNTV Cup na Judiciary Magis.
Ayun, kumbaga sa sinasabi nga dadaan sila dito sa butas ng karami.
Yeah, pahirapan na yan. Alam mo naman na yung Judiciary Magis, hindi natin alam. Baka yung Don Camaso ready na to play. I don't know what's his update, pero I'm sure malakas yung Judiciary nila.
That's right, Coach. At sa mahaba-habang break ng mga Cavaliers, alamin natin mamaya kung ano mga paghahanda ang gagawin ng koponan sa darating na semis. Dahil mamaya makakasama natin ang ating best player, kanina, Coach, na si Rolando Pascual. And of course, ang coach ng AFP Cavaliers, ang ating suking-suki. Ayan, Colonel Alfredo Caico. Samantala, we'll pause for a break because UNTV Cup will be right back.